It's a very comfortable environment.
It's never too late, by the way, to pick up.
Sorry?
I was super late to pick up Dota.
Yeah, but like 2019 might be a little bit late.
It's definitely not too late. No, you can just buy my tutorial. It's
there you go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
I see your blog on
I have a
dude,
friendly price for you.
Like on Instagram, your tutorial comes by on my Instagram ads. Like you are going for it. I respect it. Like, I've never even played Dota when it comes on my Instagram ads. Like we've got to.
No, but honestly, it's not too late to get into Dota. It's free game, so it's about having fun. It's about chilling with your friends, and Dota is ever changing.
Counter-Strike's like the opposite. It's about getting
as mad as possible,
your friends, hating the game,
losing friends, and
like kind of ultimately backstabbing your friends, and
literally with a knife you go there and think that you're on the same team.
No,
but
like, CS isn't like it's the most difficult game to get into. I think in terms of like understanding how brutal it is and being able to accept it.
People when they first like if you're not an FPS player and you pick it up and you're just getting wrecked, it's like it's so disheartening, right?
45. It's like okay.
I think the entry level for this game for like casual players is pretty difficult.
For Counter-Strike.
Yeah, but I think that's probably the case with everything, unless you like find one part of it that you're excited about.
Sure.
Yeah, and then once you get excited about something, then you're going to keep learning and do it. It's same, I guess, like it's same with everything.
Yeah, I would say the things that I really enjoyed about both Counter-Strike and Dota, I mean, was the engines that they were on. So we were playing when we were talking about the what was it called, the Heroes mod, the Warcraft mod for Counter-Strike. There was also the zombie mods. There were all the casual gun modes, like gun games.
They were cool ones.
A lot of cool shit, and the same thing for Dota. We had, Footman Frenzy back in the Warcraft 3 engine. We had all these different custom games. I mean, I don't want to call Dota because it was a Warcraft 3 engine.
Tower defense,
but same thing with our Dota 2 right now. We have an engine where Underlords came out of. I mean, Auto Chess came out of, and more. We could do better as well in that department. Have a better.
You got the entire arcade thing, yeah.
Is it as flexible? Is it flexible for the...
It's not as flexible as Warcraft, but obviously it's two different things, right? It's a different engine. It's a much more modern engine, but there's certain things that they need to also improve on the arcade aspect of it, like the menu.
Visibility of it and all.
Yeah. But to get back to the whole point, I think the fun in Counter-Strike and the fun in Dota, I think part of it is like you don't look at it as this very serious thing.
Yeah.
Go in and play some fucking Warcraft mod. Oopa.
That's a nice shot. You do love to see that. How does for you guys that you're like you have majors and minors and stuff, right? As well as you have.
We have 5 majors and 5 minors for the season.
So with those events, so like we can see all the stickers on the players' guns and stuff here. Then you get them in Counter-Strike majors. Are there any stuff like that for the minors and majors, or only TI?
So the ecosystems are different in the way that you have these stickers and teams and players are benefiting from them. But in Dota, the in-game cosmetics and the compendium and these things. Wait. Ooh. Let's go.
Good recovery.
Our stickers and all that ends up in the compendium, and that just ends up in the prize pool.
Okay.
It doesn't end up directly.
It's not direct.
We have you guys have crowdfunding, same as us. Bit different, of course. We have a compendium style, but who's benefiting is kind of different in Counter-Strike and to Dota.
Didn't players used to have like signature sets and stuff like that for the heroes?
They haven't done that for a few years now.
That doesn't exist anymore?
Yeah, they stopped doing that. Now it's exclusively compendiums or treasure chests when they get released, and most of it happens.
Oh, the autograph thingies, stuff like that?
Yeah, and usually those events are tied to TI. I think they're still doing a couple of these chests and stuff throughout the year, and bundles. But it's not the same. I mean, it changes every year. But that thing about players being able to make a player set hasn't...
Do the players in Dota have any sort of input on that? Like, so right off the bat, how is communication between, I guess, the Dota Valve part of it and Dota players? Because in CS, it's I think it's fair to say that we're kind of left on a little bit of an island when it comes to having communication between...
A little bit of an island.
Yeah? When it comes to having communication between the two parts?
Separated from the planet itself.
Yeah. Do you guys feel like you have decent communication with Valve? Because I know it's a bit different because you have IceFrog, right?
IceFrog has open channels with some players. I know that for a fact. And
not you?
Yeah, and me.
Okay,
and myself included. I would say that we can all do a better job. I think it's not fair to put this entirely on Valve. For example, we have been able to get through with... Oh! Ah! Shield!
Oh, no, it's all right.
It's going to be ice cold. He's ice cold.
There you go.
He's won the round here.
Mantu is a fucking beast, man.
You like that, don't you?
Oh, okay. I would have shot, and I would have probably fucked it all up and shot myself.
You're on the sofa right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm on the sofa. Not there. I think we both can do a better job as players to also try and open channels with Valve and to always be proactive and try to make the things better. Of course, Valve can probably also help us out when it comes to that. we want more communication and we want to keep a nice open channel. But I think Valve are not against any of it. That's what I think. I think that's a misconception.
Have you met Gabe?
Yes, I've met Gabe. I actually met him in the elevator for TN9. I met him twice.
Ooh.
I was very awkward. I was like starstruck. I usually don't get starstruck.
Did you get a photo?
I was too shy to ask.
Okay.
Yeah, I just shook his hand, and then he asked me if we're going for it, and I was like, fuck yeah.
Chad, if you had one message for Gabe, what would it be?
I love you, Gabe. Thank you for everything you've done for me, but I wish you'd return my calls.
I thought there might be a big butt coming out of the
No.
Butts.
No, we're Gabe's like
Jon Snow.
ugly stepchild, who he kind of like tolerates because he has to, but otherwise he fucking hates us. Because like the 1.6 community, if I was Gabe, of course I'd hate Counter-Strike. The 1.6 community, like the way that they laid into like Source. To be fair, Source in the beginning was pretty bad. But like the way that they're like CS:GO when it first came out, like the way the community laid into that as well. There's obvious reasons why Valve just go fuck these guys, man. Like it makes sense.
Actually, yeah. Did you ever have a patch or like a time in Dota where the changes were so massive that you felt like this is not the game I fell in love with?
Not really. So I think that it was going a bit off track when they introduced talents, and there was this period of time where we had some Bloodstone items, and heroes were basically instantly respawning, and it didn't matter how many times you killed them, they would always be back alive. You had this Lina meta, and I can't remember the other heroes.
But the shrines and everything in base?
And shrines had come out, and they were in base. Yeah, I think around this time there was a bit of... I was not liking certain aspects of the game, and certain aspects were really triggering me. And I was really getting in a stalemate with the last patch, like in a stale moment for myself with the last patch. I needed change.
Yeah.
But honestly, they have done such an incredible job at keeping the game fresh, in my opinion. I like the daring changes. I like when they do it. A lot of people whine, and a lot of people give them shit. And in the end, they're happy with the result.
So what's the one thing that they could change about Dota that would really just set you off? Would it be like a map change, or would it be certain balance changes?
I will get set off the day that they start making the game too simple. So
yeah.
I think there's a balance between things. For example, this patch, when they gave everybody a courier, that made the game simpler and more complicated at the same time. Is the way they did it.
Yeah.
The courier was a very layered and like conceptually added more depth to the game, because you had this courier that everybody could micro. It had abilities. It wasn't a free kill, and you can still move it in the edges of the map. But still, everybody got a courier, so there's less impact when a courier dies. You still have teammates that can do stuff. But I think if they made the game too simple, I would get very turned off.
Yeah.
I think that's the same issue we have, right? Like for me, when they dilute the economy like they've done recently, the game now becomes every round's a gun round, which detracts from like the clutches that we saw Mantu win in that first half, right? Or the first map. Depending on where that comes into a game, historically, when Counter-Strike before these new economy changes came in, that would influence 2-3 rounds, right? He could win that clutch, and you could just winning that clutch could mean make or break for the other team. Now, if you win the clutch, all it kind of means is you put another round on the board. And sure, you need 16 rounds to win the game, right? But the gravitas of a moment like that before, within the storyline, within the narrative of the game, for all that stuff, it meant more. Whereas now, it's still great to see a player win a clutch, but it just doesn't have that same level of impact as it once did, which you can argue we're getting more skill out of the players every round, but we're also giving players more opportunities to take risks because you don't get punished in the same way.
Like you don't allow them to make mistakes as much. Like in terms of decision making, it's not necessarily that much of a gamble if you want to tank your economy, because it's harder to tank your economy.
I mean, it's a fine line with the whole comeback thing. Everybody wants a comeback, right?
Yeah.
And I totally get what you're saying, and I'm with you. When it comes to not getting rewarded as well for something incredible, this takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Like if you're not feeling that sweet, holy shit, I had a huge impact. Yeah, that nobody wants that either. So fine lines, I think. I think this is something that makes a great game, is when you get that.
Sweet spot.
Yeah, we haven't lost yet. There's a way we can play well and come back into this game and even win it. But at the same time, when you finally do crush an opponent, you don't want them to just stand back up as if nothing happened.
Yes,
that's not.
You don't want
fun
to
either.
have a blue turtle like Mario Kart.
Yeah,
you don't want that coming in.
Oh, the blue shell?
Yeah, blue shell.
Yeah.
You don't want that coming in. Like, you don't want any blue shells going on.
Sometimes I
Like,
need a blue shell to
sometimes
to
you
be
do,
competitive.
but you shouldn't necessarily.
I shouldn't get it every
deserve
time.
one, you know.
Yeah. There's a reason why I'm in 8th place.
how's this game going so far? There's been a
OG
lot of
good
chat.
start. It was a little bit brawly early, but I think they were able to stretch their legs a bit. You can see still there's a bit of bank for
Is this
Alexi.
Chad, like,
Yeah.
is this the most like desperate we've seen MIBR recently? Like,
I don't know, man.
I'm trying to think like over all of their spells in terms of different lineups and organizations. This might be like the most alarming signs I've seen in a while.
But the thing for me is that
Like new change, like you'd expect like they haven't had a honeymoon period in a while, right? In a minute.
There's been no honeymoons. They are just going from woman to woman, just really just hoping that
Hope
she's
it's
the
gonna work
one.
out.
Tinder date,
Yeah.
Engaged on the Tinder date, first date.
Tinder gold.
But I
Never
think
stops.
I think the thing here is because of the the fact that there isn't an Astralis, there isn't a Liquid, there's no EG. The field gets a little bit more diluted now, right? And you'd expect to see them being more competitive in this nature than what we're seeing. That's where the disappointments.
They should at least be giving these a good effort. They shouldn't
Yeah.
be like getting smashed. Like.
I'm just gonna bring out their results. Give me one sec. The result, they had a week of practice in Odense. Is that the actual baby or the fake baby crying?
That's the
That's
real
an
baby.
actual one.
Okay. They had the week of practice in Odense, right? It's not a lot of time to try and integrate. And I think the MIBR are still trying to find their identity as a team, which I don't know how much time they can have. I guess as much as they want. What do we had here? Yesterday had overtime games. They lost 2 maps to Furia with their coach standing in.
I'm not like
They lost... They beat MIBR on Vertigo.
MIBR beat
Them on
MIBR?
Mirage. Sorry, MIBR beat Mouse Sports on Vertigo.
Yeah.
Oh,
They lost to Mouse Sports on Mirage.
ooh,
This is doable. Oh, this is very
Oh,
doable.
let's
this is
go.
looking nice though. But hold on.
There's a
Fallen
kit. There
now.
is a kit.
But 2 versus 1 when you have an ob, that should never work in theory, right?
I wouldn't
Depends.
say
If you give him
that.
two
It's-
2v1s, then he can just...
Yeah.
Like on the T side,
exactly.
this is okay. Like he's like a turret, right? He just needs to hit 2 shots
There you
like
go.
this.
Right.
So
gets-
now he's probably...
Is he though? Timing.
Like the bombs in his favor, he's done
Oh.
it. Fallen wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow,
It's
okay.
well done.
And that's like what Fallen's known
That's
for.
like
those
that's
kind
like
of
some
rounds.
vintage Fallen.
That's
Like that.
some
That's some real.
bread
nice.
Would
butter
you
Fallen.
not rather have a rifle?
Oh no, yeah, but like there's different playstyles. He's known as one of the most like iconic snipers in the game.
Yeah,
right?
okay,
So
he's
If that
feeling
was
the gun.
Device,
Yeah.
if that was Device, he would have picked up a rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's his playstyle.
So that's
close
okay.
range
So
or
cool.
thing.
So it's like a feeling thing. It's like because he likes the gun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
He
But
likes
like-
that style specifically. Like Fallen made a name for himself, a close range, aggressive.
What do we call it?
AWP,
Combat AWPing kind
Combat
of thing,
AWPing.
yeah. Where you get like
360
really
no
up close. And,
scopes.
All that-
exactly.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
very like high sense, very
Very
like,
flashy.
like snapping to people and like going for the jewels you shouldn't do because he's so confident in his own ability.
Those are the back-breaking rounds. Like
Yeah.
not that one right there, for example. But if this was like later stages and he gets away with a round like that, that's where it like sparks so much confidence. I guess it's the same in every game, right? Whereas like you can get away with something like that, and then you're just going to go for even more audacious plays in the future.
Snowballing.
A lot of folks being put on long here from MIBR. I'm kind of surprised. It might be just a spawn thing, but OG seem to be happy with just having Montu as a sole initial defender on long a lot of the times.
This is the oldest Counter-Strike map that's still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the competitive
Yeah.
playlist still.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with Aztec or Dust or anything like that in forever, which is a little bit surprising. I guess there haven't been competitive maps in like over 10 years.
Dust
you
one
imagine
yeah, hasn't been in the pool since like 2005.
Yeah, got really rolling the years.
Could you
It's like,
imagine Aztec coming
when are
back?
they going to bring that one back?
Aztec would be great.
Aztec actually had some pretty cute things about it, like the sound cues, right?
Yeah,
that you don't really
that
have.
doesn't mean that doesn't justify bringing it back.
No.
necessarily.
But like that's something that's I guess a part of CS that's no longer around on any of the maps. Old Train used to have it as well.
In Source Inferno, you did have the dog.
Dog-
The
that
dog
grabbed
and
Vikings.
the
the ball.
holes, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, that would be
Hi, Alex.
Alex P. Richardson, ladies
Hi,
and gentlemen,
everybody.
welcome back.
Mind if I hang out?
You can hang out.
Actually, it's fine. I guess it's fine.
Nice jacket, actually, Chad.
Thanks, man.
I
Can
got
I
too
play
sweaty
with
in
your
mine. I
gun?
had a cool jacket on as well. I started sweating through the t-shirt and the jacket.
You spent the whole round in the spawn, right?
Yeah,
Fallen?
pretty much.
Just chilling.
That's the virtual. one.
So we the biggest problem with this map right now is the mid door cross because the B bomb site is super difficult to.
It's iconic though, Chad.
I know, but we need to fix it.
Believe it.
Icons all need it. So that door cross is
Yep.
is a bit of an issue at the moment because you have to either use a smoke to get across early, or you're probably just going to get like tagged through the door or whatever. So one of the bigger talking points about this map is, sure, it's great that you can take that duel at the start of the round, but for the CTs who lose to mid to B splits probably 70% of the time, that you're already disadvantaged off the bat. So at the moment, this map is, if you get the B bomb site as a T, you've probably won the round.
Yeah, yeah.
But the double AWP's in play. So this is it. So Alexi B and Mantu. That's going to be the. God bless you, Alex. Well,
Bless
maybe
you.
not God. Just bless you.
Oh,
I don't know if you're religious. No, I
Thank
do know
you.
that if you're religious.
well, I actually have a good feeling about this one for OG. I'll tell you that now. Watch this. Issa gonna get 2.
Is that the pistol you were talking about?
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the CZ. So that 12 bullets of fury instantly. It used to be, oh my god. So the way that gun used to be in like 2015, you could quick change to it to the AWP. So what you do is you'd go real close range with the AWP, you'd get a kill, or if you missed, you could quick change instantly to the CZ and you just fucking
And you had like
wreck
a little
people.
AK-47, a pocket AK.
It's
just
like,
Yeah.
you seen Men in Black?
Yeah.
The noisy cricket?
Yeah.
That's like what that gun is. It just
Okay.
fucking destroys. But now they've slowed down the amount of time from when you quick change from your AWP to it, so it takes longer, so you just can't use it in that fashion.
It's pretty much an IKEA pistol at this point because it takes so long to assemble.
You really,
Oh, that's
really
not
do
a bad way of putting it.
build it yourself.
But still, yeah, it still has its uses. It's just that, yeah, you can't use it in the quick switch. I think they also removed a fair few of the bullets from it. So you pretty much have 2 goes of it.
Yeah.
24 bullets in total, so you have to be somewhat precise, which is why you mentioned how you thought it was weird that more teams didn't necessarily pick it up on the pistol.
Yeah.
But if you have more of a, I guess, like an inquisitive playstyle in a round, then you can't necessarily fire off
Yeah.
bullets non-stop because eventually you're going to run out if
Yeah.
you have the ZZ at
Also,
hand.
have you heard? Do you know about aim punch as well? Like the punishment for not having Kevlar.
No.
So that's really it's a really interesting dynamic of the idea of like buying the Kevlar is like they've managed to make it so the mechanics of the game make it almost compulsory when possible, because as soon as you get hit when you don't have armor, your whole screen shakes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, your whole
Yeah.
so you can't. So if you don't have armor, you have to make sure you hit the first bullet.
Right. What about an AWP shooting 2 guys, like in this situation here?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get a double.
Yeah,
Does
you
it-
can.
Does it kill
Yeah.
on chest, like torso?
Yeah.
All ranges?
So
All ranges with the AWP, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is,
Collateral.
you can get the most that I've ever been involved in. So like Banana and Inferno, where all the
I
grenades are
remember
coming
that.
down. I got quad AWP'd once. The guy got 4
Really?
players, 1 bullet.
Is it
Really?
all land
It
though,
doesn't,
Chad?
it doesn't.
It was online.
Online.
Was that infrequent?
I didn't get the kill. It was on me. I didn't know.
No, I didn't tell you involved with that. I've never seen more than 3 on land.
Yeah.
It doesn't decrease damage on bodies.
It
No,
will.
Slowly.
yeah, there's a like hint of damage reduction per instance of something
So
it
you know
goes
the first
through.
2 to be
Yeah.
headshots and like go for the
Yeah,
chest.
so-
and, like, you
Or
can
just
go-
have the other people in the back be
yeah,
low
and
HP.
stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Opa.
Neaty
Opa.
tidy. So OG really looking like they might be able to make this.
Their Dust 2 CT
This-
side looked good the other day. That's
Yeah.
that's the only side of the map that looked good for them on their first showing.
Feels like they're playing with more confidence as well. Like Issa especially. I know he only has 5 kills right now,
No,
but on
but-
Mirage he was looking really good.
He was the highest performer, I
I've only
think.
got 5 right now.
I think that's
Obviously
5
bottom,
right
but
now.
Are we going to see the Issa secondary AWP? That's a thing.
Yeah, he's using it on B.
Okay, I'm down with the trumpets.
Probably learn a thing or 2 from Voxic.
Not a bad band to learn from.
I really like watching Woxic play at the moment. Very interesting. Oh, hard shot to hip.
See, this is the thing, like, now I get scared.
Against unarmored deagles, you're scared now?
Yeah, because you've given up a lot of aim map territory, right?
Yeah. And
like-
now it's going to be the short burst, run boost.
They don't have nades though.
Yeah, they just have to hope for the 1 Deegs.
Yeah.
I love how, like, the good thing about having Alexi and MBK, like, leading the ship, driving the ship, steering the ship, is they're always going to have a good fundamental base. Like, they're always going to have their shit on lock early.
Yeah. Well, that's what he was talking about when we spoke to MBK. He said that like they're still trying to get the fundamentals. Damn, Balder. Back at it again.
Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. Yeah.
Easy.
This one's all sorted.
done and dusted, as Chad would say.
So for CT, they saw the bomb drop. They saw it's over there. Communication should be, this is the only play that T's have, and they'll be looking to flank the bomb, right? Whoever was on the other bomb.
Depends what team you are. Some teams will be like, push randomly,
And
try and
die.
give the round away.
Yeah.
You know? trying to like, make sure you
Oppa.
can't win this round.
So some of the things as well, it depends on, it's circumstantial.
So look at this, right? They don't technically have to fight Taco at all.
Yeah.
Taco, they know the bomb's
bomb
long,
is down there.
but they also want to try and double peek because they're just like, right, it's safer and efficient to not give him the space, and so they'll just, both of them just take the fight at the same time, and the chances of him adjusting are too slim. So it's like, it's a combination of a lot of things. Sometimes you just realize there's 10 seconds on the clock, so you can just hide and not have to be even by part of the round.
There's stuff as well where, like, depending on where the bomb drops and the circumstance of when you've killed the player with the bomb,
You
it's
know
sometimes
which path the guy is going to take to bring the bomb to the next bomb.
well, and it's also sometimes if you're in like a 3v3 mid round and you bring all your forces to hold the bomb so teams can't get it. What you've actually done is you've just considered all map control, and now they know where you will most likely be. So some teams will just leave the bomb and let them take their time. They have to clear all the corners. They got to pick it up, and then you're still playing the bomb site. So it's just different strokes for different folks.
This is really, you can see good vibes for OG right now. Mantu's pushing lower tunnels with an AWP.
Yeah, they're getting flexy.
And then you've got,
T-spawn flank is on.
And Mantu got a call for some reason that someone walked Xbox, and so Issa just aggressed on doors. He got the kill, grabs the AWP off Mantu's. They've swapped actually because he's on the low HP. That's nice. Bit of flexibility there. And now Valda doesn't look like he has to do too much because by the time they actually get to him, there's only one there. Fallen's on the other end along. He's pretty screwed. Flank is there.
Oh. Okay.
Nice shot, but 9 rounds now for OG. Damn.
KNG only has 1 kill. That's the kind of guy you want activated on your T side of Dust 2 with Fallen.
Anyone else surprised by that? Like how tame KNG has felt in MIBR compared to
I wonder what it is.
INTZ
What do you
Immortals?
put that down to?
I obviously think that there's a very different playstyle to what Immortals had and what
Sure.
MIBR have in terms of what I didn't see enough INTZ to necessarily pin down what they were doing.
Well,
on
it's
the-
kind
on
of
the
he
regular.
was kind of 1v5ing in a lot of like.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
That's what you want to see more of. That's the KNG we know.
But I feel like for
What?
all right then.
What?
Issa's got no smokes.
That
man.
was straight
bomb.
through the smoke.
Wait, is that bomb
Yeah, he
dropped
won't
on the
know.
right side of Big Box or wrong side?
I think it's wrong. That's on the T
Xbox
side of.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's
yeah.
safe. It's safe.
That would have been a real nightmare for MIBR. I mean, it still is pretty
Yeah,
bad.
we have
but
very low RNG in CS, but the one thing that gets us like once a tournament is the bomb drop. Like you see one short there. If they
Yeah.
die and the bomb gets dropped down, it drops
Right.
all the way down to CT spawn. It's like, well,
It flies in the
GG.
direction that you died from. So.
So if you get
This is
shot
what-
from the side, like one side,
you
it
like
drops in.
No, it
Or at
drops
least
where
it
you're,
used
where
to.
you're looking.
Is it where you're looking?
Yeah, because otherwise the bomb would never drop. Like if you're looking,
Yeah, when you're crossing
because
bridge.
you get shot. Let's say you get shot from
Are you
car,
sure it's
right?
where you're looking?
Because if you get shot from car, then the bomb would obviously drop backwards, right?
So
No.
it's not
if
so
it's working
not
after
RNG.
your theory.
No. It dies where you're getting shot from.
Yeah, where you're getting shot from. So if you get shot from car,
Yeah.
Oh,
then
you
the
mean-
bomb
you
will
mean it
drop towards
drives
the car.
towards you, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that's necessarily always the case.
I guess we could
Yeah,
test
we
it.
just saw
Right.
it. I didn't see it though. Can we
yeah,
get a
it just
replay of
happened
that?
again.
Well, there it flew forward, yeah. But again, like if
But there's nothing.
oftentimes they're looking in the same direction, I guess, as they're
As
getting
you're being
shot from. Yeah.
You would hope so.
yeah.
I guess let's test it. Someone
Right,
someone
get
just
in-
tweeted me. Someone will know. Some little nerd on the internet will know.
And
you
you'll
can
be
tweet it at
stupid
me.
because you get you get paid to talk about this game and you didn't know that, you bloody idiot.
I wish I had more time to play.
Maybe he just gets paid to have people tell him on Twitter what to say to the rest.
Exactly.
Yeah,
maybe that's what
I'm
his
known
job
for
is.
stealing opinions.
yeah,
So
especially from Reddit.
That's right, yeah.
Very inefficient, like Wikipedia.
people think that I have my own thoughts. Well, it's easier to steal everyone else's.
I spent some time with Sean Gare's baby, by the way. Probably the cutest baby I think I've seen in a while.
I hate the fact that they're so perfect. Their whole family. Look at them. They're just perfect little family and their perfect little baby and Sean's perfect little biceps.
Chad, you alright, man?
Yeah, I'm alright.
You did. You cool? You cool? Just having a little meltdown.
Yeah, well,
Where's
it's
the fake
because
baby? We need to
because
get
we're
him a
the
fake
we're the
baby.
same age.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's
Yeah.
a year older than me. He's got his life together.
Right.
I'm living in a house with 2 other dudes.
Cool dudes, though.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
cool. Hey, come on, man. You haven't. We're fun.
Yeah,
We're
man.
kind of cute. Like, not like baby cute, but
No.
kind of cute.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, that hurts, I guess.
Dress up as a baby,
Counter
bro.
Strike continuing now here, of course, on the broadcast. Yeah, Vendetta, No Tail, a very interesting take on Chad Sponge Birchall. He's like when Spider-Man dyed his hair black and did the dancing and stuff and got weird for a bit. I think it was Spider-Man
Like
3
2 or 3.
Three,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like you.
With
You're
Tobey
in-
Maguire.
You're going through your Tobey Maguire black hair stage.
I already did that when I was in high school, but I could do it again.
Oh yeah, I wore t-shirts with flames on it. I thought that was cool.
With flames.
And I had like a long
a big
chain,
nade.
for my belt loops.
Oh, did you have
Nice.
FUBU pants?
This is
Oh,
this
no,
here
not the full rave
is
pants.
one thing that your team does very well: re-aggressing mid-round moves. Right. So right now in Cat,
They get a
you'd
flash?
expect teams to set up and execute. They're going to re-aggress as this smoke. There's a flash going to come in now. Here it comes. Whee! And
Oh, that's a lot of flares.
yikes! How were not many
blind.
people blind?
Yeah.
There must
I
have been
no
a bad
idea.
flash.
And that's a good one because now Mantu's screwed.
So
Oh,
screwed.
dear.
So this is not looking too good.
Oh, MBK's on the spot at least. Does he expect
He gets all
someone
of
to
them.
be close?
No, he doesn't. Oh. Damn, Fallen.
Well, Issa should go for this. What's the money on Alexi, Alex?
You
My eyes
got
aren't
this.
very good.
You got this.
Here we go.
He's got 1.1.
Okay, so maybe
Yeah.
he should save.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That would be enough.
Yeah, save this and get a proper buy into the last
Yeah,
round.
get
I
the
don't have a
11
nice.
for half.
I don't have a nice Krieg skin
You don't
yet.
need one.
Does one exist?
You
I
should
mean,
just.
That's prettier than what I've got.
We'll keep you on the AKs, Alex. I want
Yeah,
to keep you
you're right.
mobile. I want to keep you moving around.
It's true. I mean,
wanna
I keep
keep you
trying to
agile.
play the Krieg, but
You're a fragger, and we need you to keep you on your toes.
yeah.
This deals less damage than the AK and the what's the Counter-Strike's one called again? M4.
The CT? That's them for, yeah.
Yeah, the M4 does, what is it, like 84 or 88?
89
Yeah.
for headshot. Or
89 headshot versus helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 if you don't, or more than 100 if you don't have helmet.
But the
then-
strongest gun in the entire game is the SG, the gun that Issa just saved, because it has the first bullet accuracy on that is 100%, and
it's the Krieg. Krieg
Yeah.
SG is the same thing.
Yeah.
we call it Krieg because we're old.
Yeah.
Um,
I call the M4 a Colt, but I
Yeah.
think I'm the only person
Yeah,
left in the
yeah.
universe who does
I
that.
remember the
and
Colt.
if we call the
Good man.
the famous the Clarion, we're really just rolling back the years, yeah. But
Here we
yeah,
go, Fallen. Rolling back the years.
Oh, he hesitated.
He really did.
I think was he waiting for a flash?
He,
or something?
he was very slow, though. He was very slow out of
Maybe he
spawn.
was just listening for what nades got used. But they all fire back.
Run
at
boost,
Cat.
go on. Oh, over the snipers. I love this. That's something.
He's gonna repick. I like
Yeah, why not? Brave.
it. Do it again.
Yeah, again.
Do it again.
This is,
Non-stop.
this is tucked in, though. He's going to have to kind of commit to this now. He has
But
to take
Mantu
this
has
fight.
to stay. Mantu's dropped right back.
He gets at least one here. Oh,
Does he get out, though?
He
No.
can't get out.
Yeah,
no,
like
no,
he
no.
needs Mantu here.
yeesh.
Yeah, why did Mantu like just leave him high and dry?
I don't know.
What the fuck was that about?
I think he should have held on to the second flash
yeah,
for
maybe
a little bit
bit
longer.
eager.
and then, yeah, be ready to pounce, at least help out Issa. At least Issa does significant damage to Fur.
The thing is, if they play retake A again, they've had success, but they haven't had success against
Valda's
this
got
much
one
utility.
smoke, man.
Look
He's
at
going to
all
have
the
to use
nades.
this. Watch this now. Like, he's got one smoke. They're going to go through this
Should
one.
you just wait until they get close?
Nah. Okay, so he's going to wait. Like
He's
now,
just constantly blind, isn't he?
NBK can maybe trying to help him out.
He should just live.
He's doing it.
Now
all
we're
right.
fragging, and 3 frags, 3 different
And that's
people.
the round.
Alexi got 2.
everybody's
11-4.
white.
11-4 half.
It's over.
Oh, yeah, he's not
Wait,
gonna
he's got a
expect-
molly. Hold up. Never mind. I got excited. All right, 11-4. OG looking
So that was
real
really
good.
bad for their economy, right? Because we just did the swap and we saved a lot of guns. They
Right.
just got they refreshed the losing
Yeah, but it doesn't reset fully anymore like
Yeah,
it used to.
it goes back. It's more like a tug of war now.
Yeah.
Go back one
It
step
used to
now.
just
Goes back
before
one
it used to
step.
drop off, but now it goes back. Yeah, a little bit back and forth like that.
Okay, I misunderstood before.
But with the 11-4 half, we're going to go ahead to an ad break. We'll be back momentarily with the second half here. A must-win for both teams, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
OG's gonna do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, CS Summit 5, Day 3, third series, MIBR versus OG. The Brazilians continue in their struggle here, boys. It's not been a great tournament so far, and the
No.
second half not looking very good at all. On Dust 2, things falling apart at the seams as we go 11-4. OG looking to close things out relatively easily as they go over to the more favoured side, to be honest, on terrorist forces.
I'm really curious to see where these two HEs are going from MBK and Alexi, because they've just thrown out that limb smoke onto B. It's probably going to be back of platform nade
Double,
DJ,
yeah.
so you should be covering that one.
Come on, DJ.
I think it's
mate.
Come
Sapphire.
on, DJ. Well, no, we want to
Is it
pretend it's
him?
DJ. We're going to
Okay,
give DJ a
it's
hard
DJ.
time every time.
All right.
But yeah, Fallen. He's
Speaking of hard
shooting
times.
some people.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Well,
Bit of a mauling.
Guess we're going to overtime then.
Yeah, Niltail left the couch thinking this was a done deal, ready to congratulate his team.
Yeah,
I
he's
thi-
out
I
there
think
with
it's a done
confetti
deal.
cannons,
Yeah.
T-shirt cannons. He's
He's
given
ready
them.
to go.
They get their signing bonus now.
Yeah, exactly. The raises, all of that.
Oh, the signing bonus. Can you imagine what that is?
Oof. Probably like the same as getting
How
overtime.
many teams they got? Got a Dota team, a CS team. Like
That's
every
it.
That's
game?
it, yeah.
That's it.
And it's all owned by the original Dota players.
Yeah, they.
That's
Yeah,
the whole
I'm
thing. I'm
pretty
sure
sure.
they have investors, but that's the core of it.
I'm pretty sure
Dota
that's the
lineup?
case, yeah.
And then what? Him and his teammates, or just him?
I think
could
him
it
and
be
the
Seb?
founding members, maybe? So
Could Seb be
Jerax.
Who's OG stand for?
See, that's actually like been a bit of a mystery because they had a rebrand. They started out with a different looking logo and everything, but they like nobody really came to an answer, and they would never tell anyone.
Oh,
so
we
what
don't
it
know.
stood for.
Really?
But
We've got him here. Maybe we
So
can
maybe it's like
interrogate him.
original gangster. Who knows?
I'm a very persuasive man.
Yeah, no. You have
Oh,
to
it is
work
Heather.
your magic. You have to work your magic on him.
I could got some magic still. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Let's see. If you can scope him out.
What's his first name?
Johan.
Johan. All right. I'll go.
Oh, there he is.
I've got
there
a
he
few
is.
questions for you.
Yeah. Because we know this has been a question
Okay.
on many people's
now you don't
mind.
have to answer.
No,
them.
you kind
Yeah.
of do have to answer, actually. This is like an exclusive of Counter-Strike. There's been a lot of speculation recently. Can you tell us what OG stands for?
You've gotten that before.
For me. Just for me. Come
whisper
on.
it into
If you're
Henry's
gonna
ear.
do it exclusively, let's do it on this broadcast.
It stands for many things, man. It's kind of what's in your mind's heart, like.
I know,
what you-
okay.
what you- what you-
But what does it
Henry-
really mean, though? Apart from the bullshit, what does it mean?
Hey, what's in your mind? Tom?
I can give you the origin story, not on this cast. I'll do that in private.
Okay.
And then if you ask me again 1 year from now, fuck it, I'll tell it to everyone.
All
But
right.
All right.
All right, okay, cool.
We'll
But I
keep the
agree.
origin story.
I'm a man
on
of
the
honor.
down
I
low
will
for now.
respect the agreement. Okay. 1
This
year
is
from
going
now.
to go out on Twitter
Henry,
within like 5 minutes.
Put it in the calendar.
Put it in the calendar.
Put it in the
1 year from now.
calendar.
What's the date today?
Today is the 14th of December.
Oh, we're already getting on the year, aren't we? I thought it was like August or something. That's
Wait,
not
have you
bad.
not been, have you not been
Damn.
paying attention to Chad's Twitter timeline?
No, I have not.
He
I've got it
keeps, he
muted.
keeps retweeting this like year progress
Oh, no, I've
tweets.
seen that. Yeah,
We're like
that's fair.
93%.
Now we're at
through.
95%.
Oh, there you go.
95%.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Speaking of which, there's 100% damage, as we'll see.
Oh,
the
wait.
First player
How have
reach.
2 rounds already... No, it was 11 for half one. No, never
Yes.
mind.
Yeah, it's
never mind,
pistol
never mind.
and then
There you go.
and there
Keep
you
up,
go.
mate.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
And this is one of the most even maps in terms of CTT side, right?
It was
in
historically
theory?
like the current patch right now. I would say it's favored towards the T's because they control
Why?
the
Because
pace.
T got yeah. I mean,
The gun and the fact that the money system favors the terrorist forces, like this is utility aspect of it. Like going towards B, it's super viable
so it
now.
used to be 50-50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was never favored, but I would say, in my opinion, subjectively, I would
Mirage
say
is
it's
pretty
decided.
50-50.
I think Nuke is getting to the point where it's pretty 50-50.
Which is wild, right?
Yeah, because that used to be like a 12-3 map.
People getting so good at playing
On
those
what?
rotations.
Favor to who?
No, in favor of the CTs. It used to be like
Really?
Train and Nuke used to be the most
Overpass
CT-favored
as
maps
well.
by a massive margin.
To
To the point where like if you got 4 rounds on T side, you were like
And how much
jumping out
how
of
much
the
do you think
chairs.
of that is down to people's ideas of how to play the maps or the actual game and the game mechanics?
I think it's a good mixture of everything. I think nowadays we have way more teams that are willing to play Nuke and actually try to get good at
By
it.
virtue of Vertigo coming into the map pool,
That-
right?
that
That's-
definitely helps.
That was a big part of it.
So,
because-
And there's also been changes to the actual map.
Let us explain to you how stubborn Counter-Strike players are for a moment. So the SG and the AUG, the CT equivalent.
Yeah, I already had that story, I think.
Yeah?
Yes, it was in balance for a long time, and nobody wanted to.
No one even touched
No
the
one's
guns.
even aware of
No
it,
one
to be
even
honest.
touched the guns at all because Counter-Strike is known for M4 and AK. So
Right.
people are just
Yeah.
you spend all your deathmatch time, all your bot time, just AK M4. That's all you're doing. Your muscle memory on those two. So people are like, oh, it's slower movement speed, or they're noob guns, or whatever. They were a little bit higher price. No one used them. And then Valve are like, well, fuck you guys. We'll just put the price down and force you to use them. And then even when Valve did that, the players were still so stubborn to use them in the beginning that it took so long for it just to become meta. And then as soon as everyone realized, it was like, holy shit, the floodgates open. Everybody was using it. But this happened multiple times. Like SMGs at one point, like
The UMP.
Yeah, the UMP was really good, but nobody used it because like the armor penetration on that as a SMG is really good. So
It's quite funny. I mean, it's the same thing in Dota for us as well, and it's the same thing you see around the world, I guess. Like you see, people are always scared of change.
Yeah.
And when new things come, it has very much that boiling point where
Yeah.
all of a sudden, boom, it blows over. Like with phones, with cars, with whatever we had going on for us. That's quite funny. People's reluctance to change and their ignorance, preventing them from doing their best.
Do you think that actually is one of the reasons why you guys in OG had so much success? Because you guys have been kind of like innovators in a lot of different metas within Dota. I mean, even at this most recent TI, you guys busted out mid IO, which probably doesn't
Carry
necessarily.
IO.
no, they didn't.
Oh, they did.
They did?
Oh, they did, Henry.
Wait,
Mid IO.
without
They
having
did.
practiced
I
it.
don't believe
Carry
that.
IO. Yeah. So
I don't believe that for a second.
You can watch
I
the
don't, I
box.
don't know what mid IO
yeah,
is, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
Man, so we
It's a
theory crafted that shit at the boot camp.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually get to play it.
Because that's literally that's a hero that's pretty much just been seen as a
Supportive.
support
Yeah.
for the entire lifespan of the hero.
So
Except
he's just been
TI3.
under the radar.
Tier 3 finals, they were doing core IO. So we have always believed that IO was a core hero, potentially.
Yeah.
Throughout all patches that IO is a bullshit hero. IO's always been a bullshit ass hero. But we theory crafted, the whole core IO in this patch and how we could make it work. And it all came together with the heroes that I started playing at around around the playoffs and around the main event. With the Ogres, the Abaddons, and all these things that people were playing, and I was able to play an ET IO.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ana was a great IO. Ana has level 12 IO. He played a lot of IO support with his friends and pubs. Like he spammed a shit ton of IO, and I think everything just came together like that. But we theory crafted it at the boot camp, like we talked about as a team.
Okay, so it wasn't just like a wild ass idea.
It wasn't completely
At
out the
draft
ass
time,
kind
he's
of
like,
thing.
"Guys."
No. So, no, 100% not. Like at that draft when we ended up picking it, we were really talking about so many options, and they kept banning it. And they ended up having like a perfect Slark game, and we had no answer to it. IO is a good answer to Slark though.
Yeah.
From this carry perspective and core matchup. But yeah, back to the game. Anyways, like I think IO was such a stupid hero, and thank God Ana played it.
Definitely did work out for you guys.
Chad,
for
who's
sure.
your favorite Dota character?
I used to like playing like Doombringer back in like original Dota. Well, obviously not original Dota, but back when it was on the
Dota
Warcraft
All-Stars?
3. Like one, because it used to just have the ulti where once I cast it on someone, they were dead.
Yeah.
I really liked it where I didn't have to do much micro.
Sure. Well, this is looking decent for OG
Looking
right now.
yeah,
Notel
oh yeah,
looking
oh
very
yeah.
pleased with himself.
That's
The
nice.
investment starting to build stock at this point. It was looking a little bit ropey at the start, but this is looking much better.
Where did Valde find the second kill? Was that through smoke into spawn?
Hopefully.
Well, Taco, you don't really have too many options here.
So go back 7 years. How
Yeah.
many people would take that 1 vs 3 compared to today?
With the bomb
Ooh.
down on that HP, like people would
Okay, maybe not with the bomb down.
you would save. Most people would save in that environment.
Even like
Yeah.
7 to 10
yeah,
years
you
ago.
still would have
Yeah,
saved
okay.
then.
I think that like if you'd have some exceptions like
There'd be some.
if you go back to let's go back to 2014-15, right? Where
Certain
CZs were
people
so
would go
wild.
for it, yeah.
So Envious probably wouldn't give a shit if they lost all their weapons because they could buy ZZ armor in the next
Or
round.
Tech 9.
Yeah, or Tech 9 and just run at people.
Yeah. Tech
So-
9 armor execution plays was so
Yeah.
cool.
Because like yeah, some of the teams were just notorious for being so good with these force buys
So what?
that yeah, like having rifles doing economy damage was pretty
Probably
much worth
more
it in
important,
itself.
Yeah. One of the things as well, though, like the T side versus CT side. So if you're on the T side and the bomb's down and you're going for a one, like not planted, like drop somewhere and it's a 1-on-3, maybe you'd go for that because if you save your gun, you get no loss bonus.
Right.
You
Okay.
just hold onto your gun and your armor, right? So, but the CTs, for you to save that gun is probably more important because you still get a loss bonus even if you die after time or whatever, but you can probably do more with that weapon. Whereas the Ts, oh yeah, you lose the rest.
Oh,
That's not a bad shot at all, is it?
It's not bad.
This
not the
one's
worst.
done. They're safe. It's all good. It's all good. KNG ain't.
He's gonna go for it,
Wait,
though.
hold up.
They're in cruise control right now, but hold on.
Oh, the
There is
gas-
something to
Hold
be
up.
said about this one. He does look up for it, but the drop down, Chad, that's not going to work out for him. Here we go.
He's
then.
got a Molotov, doesn't he?
Encroaching
Oh, they don't know how
towards
close
the
he is.
position.
They don't know
Creep.
he got close.
He can maybe. Oh,
Well, they know now.
That's way
that's
too
not going
far.
to do nothing for him. No, it doesn't really
Bowling
do
chain.
a single thing for him, but it's going to come down to raw aim and skill here. We'll see whether he can
Oh.
actually pull this one off. He makes his way up towards it. Diffuse kit available, but needs an opportunity. Not going to
Wow.
come through. And now we have it. OG stretching the legs there, looking very comfortable indeed. 14-6. MIBR, Chad. This is going to be.
Mantu, 21 kills, Hank.
He has been lighting it up.
You did good there. You got him real cheap, probably
That's
free.
why 70 Team FaZe got brokey, right?
Yeah.
Free transfer. Bring him in, low cost.
Assuming it was free.
Well, you know what I mean, though, right? Like, you're not coming from a massive organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
the
he's
same
playing
sort of
for
thing. Like
attacks.
you're taking these young players that like just can be molded into something fantastic, and like they've got the skill already.
Well, this is the game here. You got 15 right now. This should be 15 on the board.
ooh.
Yep, this is 15.
It's looking good. Well,
One.
don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
deagle
shot.
shots, they're very rewarding, but they're not getting you anywhere, are they?
Hold the
That's
phone,
what really
Chad.
feels good though. It feels real good
Yeah.
to hear that deagle shot and then hear the headshot. There's
Just knowing it really
Very
pissed them
rewarding.
off as well. Like,
Very
they're mad. They're really not enjoying themselves. So
That's
like,
really what you're thriving for.
Yeah,
It's what you
that's-
play for nowadays.
That's all I ever played for.
Yeah.
Just annoying people. Didn't care about the money.
Just wanted to make yourself hated.
I think I've made it, to be honest. I think I've got myself in the prime position at this point.
I'm all working on that. I'm getting more and more people to hate me every day.
how bad are the pubs in Counter-Strike? Like I'm gonna go play some when I get next to a PC again. But I remember the pubs being really bad.
I mean, there's varying experiences. I would say I'd stay away from matchmaking.
Okay.
well,
play with. Do you play with friends? Play with
Yeah,
friends.
don't solo queue.
There's new feature.
Yeah,
They added a
no,
new
no,
feature
yeah.
recently. You can just mute the whole other team. It's so good.
Yeah.
I just
Do
mute.
they still have that 5-10 seconds window where the two teams can talk to
Nah,
each
nah,
other?
nah,
Like,
nah,
that
nah,
shit
nah,
was
nah,
funny,
nah,
though.
nah,
That
nah,
shit
Fuck you, man.
funny.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, man.
I love the guys who always like started playing songs.
That was so cool, though. It's like you had that little window just to fucking
Yeah.
show you, like, assert
I'm
your dominance
mad,
at that
yeah.
point. That was great. I really missed that.
I actually think it's really good for Henry's career that no longer exists. Like I've heard the shit he says on TeamSpeak to us, and I'm like, thank God, there's no way he can share this fury.
Could you imagine if Henry
Probably
was a
fair enough.
streamer?
Yeah, I don't think it would ever work out. I think I streamed a few times and realized how mad I would get, and I'm like, that's not worth it. Like, probably not
Quickest
gonna-
way to end your
yeah,
career?
that'll just be the end of it. Everything, really. But let's see if this is the final round as we get into the 3 versus 2 situation, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to turn it right down now, bring it back to the Katowice
Man can
casting.
multi-kill.
As we'll see the spray come through.
Oh.
It's looking quite good from MIBR, but now actually in an unfortunate position where this could be one of the most disappointing tournaments
No
of the
kit here,
entire
Henry.
year for them. No
Fur
kit,
with
that's
a-
absolutely
Oh, dude,
correct.
is he
and it's
hiding in
fur
the spawn?
on
Yeah.
the AWP,
Oh,
and
you
he
win.
is hiding his spawn. Well spotted,
Knife him,
No-Tail.
knife
That's
him,
going to be a
knife him,
cheeky
knife him,
position. You
knife him,
can't really
knife him.
sniff that one out with the
Oh, yeah.
Do
AWP.
it. Knife him.
As he
Knife
makes
him,
his way up.
knife
Knife him.
him,
Knife
knife
him.
him,
Knife him.
knife him.
Ah, Boulder!
That's a fine.
Not good enough.
That's a
I want a
fine.
knife. I think that's a loss,
Yeah.
actually. Didn't? Yeah,
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah, I think the commissioner Graham Pitt, he's come on out. That
I'm
was
not happy.
really good 2 maps back to back. Quite easy,
Massive.
no dramas.
Let's go.
That puts them to
OG.
4-4.
So you know now that they've just won both their games real quick with you on the couch that it could be
You
some
should stay on
form
the
of
couch,
voodoo.
bro.
Yeah, that's
It's a good
voodoo
luck
right there.
charm.
Yeah, I
That's
like
the
your
shit.
style. I
The
like your
energy
style.
is just
yeah.
pulsating through all the electrical systems in the room, kind of transferring to them. This is actually some magic being created right here.
Pick one of the players when they come down, Henry. I want you to bring them over here.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
MBK is normally our only shout.
What about Alexis?
Oh,
That is
no,
probably cool as well.
I think we could get anyone because we have No-Tail here. So he
yeah,
could just
actually,
like
yeah. Why don't we get No-Tail to just demand them to
Hey,
come over?
yeah.
Like, hey, motherfucker.
Just
get
call him over, give him a
everyone.
wolf whistle.
Everyone
Isa,
There we go.
Isa, I need you. I need
Boss
you,
man's
Isa.
here, boss
My
man's
friend, the
here,
world
he's not
needs
happy.
you. He has bailed on everyone.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
a
looking
fine.
good.
All right. Well,
Let's see about that salary. How?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
going to have to be some
A
renegotiations.
contract not looking so pretty now.
We still have Alexei making his way down the stairs.
making his way downtown, walking fast.
There we go.
I think they're going out to party.
Wait,
I
here
think
he
it's
comes.
out-
Already,
celebration
yeah.
time.
He's coming. He's got his phone. He's thinking
He's
about
really
it.
taking his time here.
He's sauntering. This is what I could. Oh,
You
he's
got to get
pivoting.
your social media posts in first. You know, you got to make sure that's
Just want
all
to say
online.
thanks to my
Everyone-
fans.
Your
Thanks
fans,
to my
the fans are
all the
satisfied.
support.
The link to the frag videos and
Exactly.
Yeah,
Got to make sure everyone's happy. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing Alexei B. Round of applause, please. That's it. And we're
So-
getting into the action
So
now.
you missed it. You missed it all. But Nota was saying if you guys win both those maps really cleanly, that you're going to get a pay rise already.
Oh shit.
It's live on stream.
Yeah.
So
Like
We got the
cash as
VODs.
well, like
we didn't
cold
say
hard
how
cash.
much.
I should have never said yes to.
So
What?
I had to put it.
You what now? Oh yeah, of course you want to get that. Yeah, good, good. We keep this up all the way up, all the way up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Red Bull.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Why was today so much easier? What's happening?
Congratulations, impressive.
I don't know actually. I think we had some pressure off of ourselves. Like we shouldn't have pressure, of course, but I think the community has been hyping us up,
Sure.
and of course the first games are always nervous. Like how are we actually playing as a team in a LAN environment? But today was something else. I mean, the comm was there. We played as a team. We were not scared. Like once we got the room, we always took it.
Yeah.
And that was the problem in day one, for example. Like we flashed somewhere and we don't took the space. But this game, like the 2 games we played, was so good.
Well, Issa looked really. Well, he's right here. He looked very confident on the first map, right? Opening up very well and stuff. I think is a secondary AWPing. Are you going to be doing the majority of that, or are you going to like maybe Nathan does so? You did a little bit on Dust 2 just then as well.
To be honest, we switch it up a little, but Isa's role in Dust 2 and the position he plays, he feels very comfortable with the op, so we let him have it.
You can talk into that mic.
You're owning, dude.
You can speak.
Can you sing?
You can speak.
I'm too shy, guys. Sorry.
You left
You're
him
not
alone.
too shy. I see you on Instagram all the time. You're just joking around all the time, mate.
My hobby is to troll people.
Yeah.
So
Well, you can troll the viewers at home.
No, not. I have to be like on another face now. You know, like the good guy and.
No.
Turn the page.
I'm so good, and I'm not kind of a guy who trolls people. You know, I'm shy.
Well, how's life been in the OG camp? Everything good? Are they looking after you? I guess you can't
Well,
say
how can
anything
I
bad
get
about it.
this
Yeah, it better be.
Yeah, for sure.
You just take it off. Just unclip the mic and hold it like you're a wedding singer. See the clip at the bottom? Yeah,
you can also do it like that, I think.
Yeah, that works. Well, close enough. There we go. There we go. Yeah, now
Nice.
there you go.
Smooth.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Hello. Test,
Feel
test. 1, 2, 3.
All right. Now this is what we're talking about. Anyone got any questions? You got any questions for him?
No, how are you guys so good? How the fuck you owning them? You're just like a giant. No, I'm just.
You were my idol on Dota 2, so now it's our time to win major instead of TI. You know, so we have to be good. We are forced to be good.
Yeah,
I don't force them. I don't force
Do you
them.
feel
guys. It's not
additional?
me.
Do you feel additional pressure because you know you have No Tail sitting, you know, in the venue?
I don't know. I
No?
mean, I've watched so much the background stuff on Dota that the first time I saw No-Tail, I was like, I've seen this guy before, like in real life.
Oh, yeah.
I've been watching those videos a lot. But I mean, we get along well.
Well, it makes sense. You
Yeah.
guys basically carbon copied the composition of the team. You
Yeah.
got one Finn, you got one Dane, and you got a Frenchman as well, so
Almost.
that kind of works out there. But you guys have to play
Furia.
Yeah, Furia now, right?
Yes.
So I don't know if we have the. I'm not going to ask production to. I won't throw them under
I can
the bus
tell you,
again.
OG are 4-on-4.
Okay, so you guys need at least one more win to stay on the cusp of like fourth, I guess.
I think actually with one win, if you guys tie versus Furia here, you're actually going to be good because VP has 4 wins.
Here we
and,
go.
MIBR are out of it.
So you guys have moved to second
applying
place with
pressure here.
those. So Mousesports play Furia at the end of the day. That
Yep.
one right there is going to probably be the difference maker, I would say. So you guys they need at least one map here.
If they get one map, they're through to the playoffs because VP can't. They've played
VP
all
can't
10.
win anymore. MIBR can't play anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you need one more map.
Can you do it?
I mean, I feel confident. The only thing we have to watch out for right now is a much more aggro playstyle.
Yeah,
like I
faster.
think MIBR are like I knew some of their tendencies, but I figured that they would play a little bit more aggro,
Mm.
and I think they did on Dust 2, but Mantu was just hitting everything, so that kind of denied them, I would say.
Well, you said earlier that you liked playing against, like, at least in practice, you like playing against these super aggressive teams
Yeah.
like Furia, etc. Do you feel like you're, like, because of that, you're not going to be uncomfortable? Because we've seen lots of teams just
I
not
mean-
necessarily knowing what to adjust.
Yeah, I mean, my point was that on practice is really good because then you know, like, at the start of the rounds, like, are they actually solid or is there something wrong? But of course, we're such a new team that everything can happen. But I'm expecting really aggro playstyle, so we'll see what happens.
Like in the end, they are playing with a coach. So if we play our game and we do not underestimate them, we should at least take one map for sure. Because I mean, to play with a guy who's not like a coach, but like you feel something is missing, right? So it's like a piece is missing. So I feel bad like they had to come because of visa issues, etc. I mean, visa
You had that
issues
lots
is
of
so
times in Hellraisers, mate. It's
Yeah.
fine.
no,
it's fine.
no, I never got visa
No,
issues before.
Woxic did.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I never
but it
had
affected you as a team, right?
one. I mean, it's not because like you can't do something about it, right?
Sure.
Like if you put yourself in his shoes, you like he's feeling more bad, you know.
Yep.
So, but for me, I never had visa issues. I mean, a lot of times people ask me, "You had visa issues?" I was like, "What?" Because I basically never had visa issues
Yeah, yeah.
before. It was one time where I think Star Seals in Ukraine. I just got my visa delayed one day in the tournament.
That's right,
it.
and you rocked up a day later, right?
Yeah,
I
but
remember
in
that.
the end of that, I never had visa issues.
Yeah.
Other than that.
But in Russia, you can always take care of any problem.
But
With
and now we have-
Very true.
a little bit of this and rub
And
the
now
guy
we
the
have
right
OG
way.
Notel, TI winner. He will fix all my visa stuff. He will put for me agent, you know. But
I got you, man. I got you.
You got
I'll
me.
never let anything happen to you, man. I'll never.
perfect, bro.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Okay,
Just play like you just did tomorrow as well, and we'll be.
Deal. What else, bro? I need something more.
Would you prefer playing with a stage, like with a big crowd in front of you, or do you prefer this kind of whatever
Laid
chill
back.
vibe?
At the moment, I prefer this a lot.
Yeah,
more.
I think this
because
is
it's like we're still getting used to each other.
Yeah.
Like the second week together, the first week was the boot camp, and to be honest, like here we can see like obvious mistakes, and in front of the crowd, I mean, of course, it's gonna be a lot more pressure.
Yeah.
But this LAN like prepares us a lot more, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Well, everyone cool?
We cool.
All right, you guys need to get back and play.
For sure.
I need to get out the orange card here, ladies and gentlemen, before we throw it to a break. This is to do with the merchandise. If you want to pick up some of Summit's merch, go over well, let me read this out. They've actually written it for me here. Check out our new CS_Summit 5 Christmas sweater and other awesome BTS merch at bts.gg/shop. You can see it here on the screen. You want to get some of those goodies. You want to put them in the stocking for Christmas. Spend some money, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not be bloody frugal. Let's go to an ad. We'll be back after the break. We'll have some Furier action taking on OG. And we'll see who's on the couch, because I'm going. I'm done. I'm out of here.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Peace.